Okay, good. Greetings, gaming community and all those who are watching. This is Fox Gamer 39618 making yet another YouTube video. One second. Okay, now hopefully it's checked. Okay, good. Everything is set. Glad we were able to get the scuff out of the way early. Anyways, greetings gaming community and all those who are watching. This is Fox Gamer 39618 making yet another YouTube video. As you can see, we are back at it with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. We already spoke to Laren, which means we already have some things now. So I intended to do this yesterday because yesterday was May the 4th, Star Wars Day. Unfortunately, other things got in the way, so now I'm stuck with Revenge of the
5th. No problem. Got it.
Let's say hi to some ladies though.
Pudu, Tunirama na praka donko searcha chupapanki.
So yeah, there's going to be some NPC dialogue like that. Hard to learn. Okay, I'm just going to do this to see what quests I have right now. So yeah, the map screen shows the explored area of the level and your party's location. It also contains map notes designating important areas. Some levels, such as city areas, are fully mapped out mapped before you explore them. In this case, it's not fully mapped because I haven't really gone through it. Okay, Taris, planetary information, the search for Bastila, and Dia's bounty. Now we're going to explore the rooms here.
No problem. Got it.
In case, by the way, you haven't seen my previous video, which wasn't a stream, it's just regular recording. In cases like when I'm speaking to the Ithorian, the tree and Corrin, they speak in their native tongues, so you'd have to read the subtitles to understand what they're actually saying.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata,
Okay, so
bonanakachu, yin kin kun noba mule rachi kun, tong nabun shanuyang.
No problem. Got it.
In case you're wondering why I have lightsabers right now, that's because in the previous gameplay, I showed that the Switch has a mod function where I can do stuff like this. So really, I can give my character a whole host of things.
Hey there, watch where you're walking. I just cleaned those floors.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Well, all right then, no hard feelings. My name's Kadir. I'm the janitor for this building. You must be the new tenant here, right? Never thought they'd rent that abandoned apartment. You look like an off-worlder. What happened? You get stuck here because of the quarantine? Can't see any other reason someone would want to rent that old apartment.
I want to ask you some questions.
Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out.
Sorry. Tell me about Taris.
Decent enough place to live, I guess, except for the lower levels. That's where the swoop gangs hang out. Just stay in Upper City and you'll be fine. You also might want to check out the cantina. I used to go there when I was younger. A good place to get a drink and find out what's going on in the Upper City.
Where is the cantina?
Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it.
Excuse me. I want to ask you something else.
Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out.
Where can I get some equipment?
Well, the best place to go is probably Kebley Yurt's store. She's right across from the cantina, so you can stop in for a drink if you get thirsty while you're shopping. Just keep following the apartment.
He's already said this part, so I can just ask about something else.
Don't know how.
Same with that. What do you think of the Sith quarantine?
Not much of an issue for me, you know. I ain't never left Taris, and they ain't never gonna. A lot of other folks are sure riled up about it, but I don't really know much about it. I prefer to keep to myself mostly. But there's plenty of people at the cantina who'll be more than happy to tell you what they think about the Sith and their quarantine.
I'll be going now.
I should get back to work anyway. I'll probably see you around. I'm here most of the time. A building doesn't clean itself, you know.
Right, okay, do those. Nice deal. Open sesame. Okay. So while I can explore most of this, I'm not going to explore any niche. Because that's too long. I will explore every inch, but I'm not going to interact with every person I come across because that gets rather tedious. Something seems to be going car. Maybe you should speak to Carl. Speak to Carl.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Do you know anything about this place?
Garrus? The planet's all one big city, but its golden years are long past. And things have gotten worse since the Sith occupied it. From what I hear, the wealthy live on the tops of all the tall towers, and if you're poor, you live down in the shadows. And it gets worse the lower you go. Well, that's all I can think of.
I'd like to know some more about the car.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. And with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop it.
It's really nice to see folks.
It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't.
I'm sorry, Carl. It's upsetting.
No, I know. Don't worry about it. It must not be making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about the past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Okay, so that actually blew my mind for a second because that was so much different than the dialogue that he would usually give. Because before like in the section where you say, "I'm sorry, Karth. It must have been very painful for you," or you're talking like it's your fault. He would just say, "I'm just a soldier. I go where the fleet animals tell me to, and I follow my orders and I do my duty." It's just it doesn't seem right that doing that means I failed them. I didn't. And then you know, if you say the first option, then he's like, yeah, no, I'm sorry, I missed that question. Big mistakes. I've played this game too many times, actually, I have the dialogue almost memorized. Just because I can. Just because I can.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kepler Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got it. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested. Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
Now, unfortunately, I can't really afford much of this. However, luck is on my side because I'm playing on the Switch, so I don't really need to pay for any of this. I can just do what I did with the previous, like with the add skill thing. Just click the thumbstick 3 times.
I've got a ton of things to do today. I can't talk to you.
No, like I said, I'm not going to interact with all of them, just
Don't bother me. I'm here on official Sith business.
And now we explore the casual life. Whatever it is, listen.
Don't you just love watching the Pazak players? All that strategy, all those credits. It's enough to make a girl get all flushed.
Christia creeps me out. Nicholas is a man with a goatee now. So I was just taken aback because in the original, Nicholas was just, you know, same face and appearance, just without the goatee. Anyways, this looks great.
Hello there, youngster. You interested in buying the Pazak deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game? Just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cards. I'll even throw in a free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it. My name's Garuk. I used to be a card shark, one of the best Pazak players in the Outer Rim. But that was before I retired from the gambling life. Don't get me wrong, the game's been good to me over the years. I've traveled the span of the galaxy, from the core worlds to the farthest reaches of the Outer Rim. I've won countless fortunes, and lost countless more. But that was long ago, and things have changed. Gambling is a young man's game. That's why I'm looking to get out. My offer still stands. 50 credits gets you my old Pazak deck and a free lesson. Great offer if you can afford it.
I'll buy it, Zach.
Glad to see you're interested in the grand old game. The rules are pretty simple. Here, I'll load them up into your data pad so you can check them out anytime you want. Good luck. I hope the game's as good to you as it was to me. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
I'd like a Berserk list. Before each Berserk match, you must select 10 cards to form your side deck. 4 of these cards will be randomly drawn to form your hand during the match. A basic Berserk deck has 2 of each card numbered 1 through 5 available to create a side deck. You will either have to... You will find other side deck cards as you play the game, with values ranging from ±1 to ±6. Select 10 cards from your side deck now. Now all I have is the positives, so... That's my hand. Rather, that's my deck. Now. Also, I can go back here and change which one I'm to have in my hands. If I ever choose to go the other way. Well, it's all I can do. The object of the game is to have your face-up cards total higher than your opponent's hand, without exceeding a total of 20. So it's kind of like 21, except, sorry, blackjack. Except the goal is 20, 21, and you're over. If a player's total is greater than 20 at the end of the turn, a bust. The opponent wins the set. A player must win 3 sets to win the match. The first player draws a card from the main deck and plays a face-up to begin their turn. This is done automatically. So all the yellow cards, that's the cards from the deck. And they range from 1 to 10. This is your hand for the match. It is made up of 4 cards randomly drawn from the side deck you have selected earlier. These cards have to last through all the sets of the match. After drawing a card, a player has the option of playing one of the cards from their hand. You can only play 1 card from your hand each turn. Playing a card from the hand is optional. If your total is over 20 after your draw, and you have a negative card in your hand, you can play it to bring your total back under 20. A player's turn is over when they they select either end turn or stand. If you choose end turn, you will draw another card on your next turn. If you choose stand, you will not draw any more cards, and you cannot play any more cards in your hand from your hand until the next set of the match. And of course, it's giving me the option. But of course, it's only a 3, so I'm just going to end the turn. Your opponent uses the same rules you do. Each turn they draw a card, and then they have the option to play a hand card to end turn or to stand. Now, on the first set, it's not going to be instant stand, because that's just stupid. Now, in this case, I'm at 14, so if I play this card now, the +5, which I can do by pressing X, I'm already at 19. That's the maximum you could go to have the option to hit stand. If the total was 20, I'd stand automatically. So in this case, I'm going to stand now. And as you can see, he went 21 over, so 1 over 20, so I win the set. As the match continues A match continues until one player has won 3 sets. Ties do not count. You are neither given more hand cards. You are never given more hand cards in the match, so use the 4 cards you have carefully. We're just going to finish this. Now, here's the problem with my brain. I have a musical brain, so when I get into a rhythm, I flow with it, and I can't stop. Now, in his case, his cards over on the on this side are grayed out because, well, they're darker because he has chosen to stand, which means that's the number he's sticking with. Now I can either play this and match him, I can play this and beat him, or I can play this and if I wasn't paying attention to the numbers, I'd lose. In this case, I'm going to play that, and I win. Again, same rules. Now he had a subtraction card, so that brought his total back down to the correct number. And as you will see, if I play this, it will stand automatically. See? I didn't even hit anything. It's actually a pretty entertaining game to play. Yeah. That's something I can do. I didn't have any subtraction cards, so you know. So now my opponent, Garuk, he has a chance for a comeback. Now stand. So now I've played all my cards, so whatever I get, I'm stuck with it. And well, you know, my luck paid off. I defeated my opponent. The match is over. Yay. Now there's different vendors that I can go to. Not this guy, because he's just a Psyoc champion. Oh, we'll get to it. For now, let's explore this room.
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gurlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here, 2 combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Gurlon Twofinger. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent Deadeye Duncan. And to nobody's great surprise, Deadeye is down again. Don't worry, folks. He's just unconscious. As usual, our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Gurlon Twofingers.
Just had to give him a motion for the announcer. These two are just fans, so they just provide their opinions of the other duels.
I love watching ice in a ring. Is there anything more exciting than a woman who's armed and dangerous? Gerlon used to be one of the best in the game. Now he's barely better than old Deadeye Duncan. That Twitch is an animal. You couldn't pay me enough to get into the ring with him. It's good to see Marl's still around after all these years. He proves this isn't just a young man's game. I love watching Ice.
Okay, we've heard that one already, so...
Twitch is my favorite. He's wild.
It is wild.
Marl's been around forever. I wonder if he ever thinks about retiring.
No, he doesn't.
Why doesn't Duncan just give the sport up? He's terrible!
You have to admire his persistence.
I love watching Ice fight. She proves this isn't just a man's game.
She's going to talk about Twitch again.
Twitch is...
Now, in case you're wondering, Deadeye Duncan, Gerlon T-Felix, Ice, Marl, Twitch. We'll start with Duncan here.
What are you looking at, fresh meat? You want a piece of me? You want to step in the dueling chambers with me? I'm Deadeye Duncan, the number 5 ranked duelist in this cantina. You must have seen me in the dueling chambers, right?
Dueling chambers?
You know, the dueling chambers. 2 people in combat, loser gets carried out unconscious on a stretcher. It's the only reason people come into this part of the cantina. Look, I'm the number 5 ranked duelist around here. I don't have time to explain all this. Go talk to the duel organizer if you're interested. He's that hut over there in the corner.
Out of
5. But it's an elite group, okay? It's not like just anyone can step into the dueling chamber. Well, actually, anyone can, but not many do. Big talk. Go speak with the hut in the corner to back it up. He's the duel organizer. I'll look forward to our match. Fresh meat is just what I need to end my losing streak.
Like I said, I admire Deadeye's determination, but when I start the dueling, you'll see why my faith is minuscule with him.
I haven't seen you around here before. You looking to step into the duel ring? Or did you just come to watch?
I want to step into the ring.
Good to see some new blood in the fight game. Things have gotten pretty stale around here lately. If you're serious about this, go talk to Azure the Hutt. He's the duel organizer. He'll probably start a rookie like you out against Duncan.
We'll go with that. Miss?
I know what you're going to say. I'm so beautiful, I'm so attractive. How can someone who looks so hot with a weapon in her hand be called Ice? Well, I've heard it all before. I'm here to take care of business in the dueling ring, not to have some slack-jawed, goggled-eyed man slobber all over me. So back off. You don't know about the dueling ring? This is unbelievable. Then why are you even here? Wait, never mind. I don't really care. You know what? I'm not one for friendly chit-chat, so I'm just going to deliver the cold, hard facts. I don't want to waste any more time with you.
That was cold.
Well, now you know why they call me Ice. If you're looking for a match, go talk to Azure. He's that big hut over there in the corner. Otherwise, just go away.
Azure is not in the corner. He's right there. Marl.
Hello there, Offworlder. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Marl. I'm one of the duelists here at the cantina. I was wondering when you'd get around to talking to me. No, we've never met. It's just that most people who come here to watch the duels are bored nobles, looking for a little excitement in their drab lives. But you're different. You look like you know a thing or two about combat. I'm guessing you didn't come here to sit on the sidelines and watch a duel. Are you looking for a match?
For a match.
If you're interested in setting up a match, or if you want to place a wager, just go speak to Adger. He's that hut over in the corner. He'll make all the arrangements.
Let's ask you some questions.
My area of expertise is pretty much limited to the dueling ring and the other combatants here at the cantina. But I'll try to answer any questions you might have.
Let's ask you about this.
You've come to the right man. I've been dueling here for nearly 20 years, and I remember every duelist who's been through this cantina. Of course, there are only 5 of us left now. Duncan, Gurlon, Ice, Twitch, and me. Bendak Starkiller comes in once in a while, but he's retired now.
Tell me about Duncan.
Duncan? Worst duelist ever. His nickname is Deadeye because he fights like he's blind. I wouldn't worry about him.
Tell me about Gurlon.
Gurlon used to be pretty good before the accident. His blaster overheated during a match and exploded. 1 in a million occurrence. Paralyzed 3 fingers on his right hand. They call him Gurlon Two Fingers now. He hasn't been the same since the accident. But he's still out here trying to earn a living. That's why I never fight with blasters.
Honestly, that would be a good deterrent for me as well. Tell me about Ice.
Ice? She's not much for personality, but she's a hell of a fighter. Confident, steady, popular with the crowd, too. If you go up against her, you know you're in for a tough match.
Tell me about Twitch.
Twitch? I think that Rhodian is completely crazy, but he's very, very good despite his insanity. Or maybe because of it. Even I can't beat him.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I've seen my share of battles. My best years are gone. But I can still hold my own against anyone in here. Except maybe Twitch.
Tell me about Bendak Starkiller. I'm laughing because I recently came across the shorts, but apparently Starkiller was the original name for Skywalker, as in Luke Skywalker. So it makes me laugh to see Starkiller used so much now, because it was almost the protagonist, and now it's used as Bendak's last name in this. Vader's Apprentice's code name in Star Wars The Force Unleashed, and it's the name of the base in Star Wars The Force Awakens.
What can I say? Bendak was a legend. Never lost a match his entire career. But he was bloodthirsty as an Iridorian battle rager. Never liked having to face the same opponent twice. Got so he wouldn't battle anyone unless it was a death match. When they made death matches illegal, he went into retirement. He still hangs around here sometimes. Bendak's the best there ever was, plain and simple. Even now, I'd bet that anyone who steps into the ring with him wouldn't make it out alive.
Could you someone fought me? I want to ask you something else.
My area of
do you know anything about the crashed Republic escape pods?
Only what I heard from the news reports, which are all censored by the Sith. Some pods crashed into the Undercity. Anyone caught harboring survivors will be arrested and executed. Really, I don't think it's any of my business. The Sith want to call themselves rulers of Taris. It's fine by me, just so long as they don't shut the duel ring down.
Not the best perspective to have, but to each their own. I just want some general information about Taris.
I can only tell you what is recorded in the basic visitor guides. The Upper City is a beautiful destination where intergalactic travelers can find all their basic needs. If you're looking for excitement, the duel rings here are your best bet. Stay out of the Lower City. It's nothing but a gang-ridden slum. Is there anything else you want to know?
Tell me more about these duels.
The duels themselves are simple enough. 2 combatants armed with stun pistols into the ring. One walks out a winner. The other is carried out unconscious on a stretcher. If you're interested in setting up a match, or...
Talk about that. Goodbye.
Goodbye, stranger. Maybe we'll talk again later.
Twitch. The hell are you talking about?
Oscar, kiska nichu. The huba motenya go.
So yeah, Twitch is the naziest radio video games
Utsangyon turun chiuipa. Ola onna chinnekkä. Va miehun kagratuk ajor. Chimut malia pistuet wapa. Kava tumpa kurpije ja mokapapa. Chiskani cho. Inkin kodova mulle ratsikum. Togma wungshamunjang. Kava vulpa mulje kumana tonga buksha ummenong. Kava vulpa mulje kumana bak mulira. Suniyun tunchichi aifatuana.
Vibroblades and blasters, and nobody ever dies. How come I get the feeling you're trying to take us for a ride?
Okay, I'm going to probably read out lines here. I'll do it, but I want more. I just want to see if this works. Okay, I'll do it. Leave gloves in the ring. Nice. Twitch.
Tomba togas materia, ashuta, wonga kubistor peki kolyana.
You'll be the mysterious stranger. Mysterious stranger. I like it.
Kipona,
Mysterious stranger is a
ona
perfect name
nakajo,
for
kimba mulera tuana, kaupa potenya otochopiti.
People like that.
This is for the best. We could use those credits from these duels, but using your real name is too risky. The Sith might have come across a crew manifest back on the Empire.
Chino mulera kintaja, snimo puituana.
I'll tell you the rules if you're ready. I'm ready for a chill. You fight to be the best, and I make money. It's all clear. Your opponent goes down, you don't finish him. This, start your feet. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. You've seen him lose night after night after night, but this time he's after fresh meat. In this corner, I give you Deadeye Duncan! And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the Taris dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger!
Oops.
Surprised? Deadeye losing isn't huge. You have to do better than that to impress us, stranger.
Sorry about the stealth thing. I usually do that when I finish up one of these matches. Mostly because in the past when I've lost, it was kind of funny seeing him go down, go up, shut off the device, and then just go back to the prone stance. Okay. This was accidental. Clearly I didn't get myself right there. So what I did was I went into the feeds and I meant to do this, but I gave myself the final version of it. We're into this now. I'm going to show you the items I upgrades here. So if you're serious, that's what it is.
What do you want? Oh, let me guess. You beat me in the dueling ring, and now you're gonna rub it in my face. Yeah, well, I'm used to it. So pardon me if I ignore your gloating. Gee, I wonder why. Couldn't have anything to do with being the worst duelist on Terrace, could it? Even a rookie like you got the better of me. Look, I admit it, you're better than me. Everyone's better than me. Blindfolded, one-legged tack with a rusty knife could probably beat me, okay? Is that what you wanted to hear? You satisfied yet? Are you happy now that you've taken the last shred of dignity I have?
I'm not going to say yes, I'm happy. Because really I'm not. So I'm just going to say, I'll just be going now.
Oh, well, okay. Goodbye, then.
And now the dialogue will change when I interact with you.
I saw your match against Duncan. Not bad for a rookie. But Deadeye's a joke. Even after I lost the use of my fingers, I can still beat him. Go talk to Azure, the duel organizer, if you want to step up to the big leagues. I'll show you what it's like to fight a real duelist.
What do you want? Wait, let me guess. Now that you're a duelist, you figure we have something in common. Something to chat about, right? Wrong. Just because we're both duelists doesn't mean we're suddenly friends. So give me some space, stranger. I've got nothing more to say to you.
I see you got your feet wet in the duel ring. Not bad. You've got real talent, kid. Stick with it and you'll go places. Goodbye, stranger. Maybe we'll talk again later.
He's incredibly polite.
Chachioka colmolera. Inconjo pesha. Nova moleragi. Jornio tora. Aitatia. Ula una chime.
So for Deadeye Donkey, the first fight, it's 100 credits. So it's the basic fight.
Chachiskavo puta, Casabubaka, Hoparish Manarish, Donjonea Hakono, Mulera Yomunaze, Teaching with the one Akuchikopa, Chino Mulera King Pajak, Slimo Puitwana, Chioka Kolmolera. Conjo pesha, nova muleraji, Jornio tora, si, aitatia, ulaun.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. In this corner, one of the greats, a man so tough, even a disfiguring injury couldn't end his career. I give you Gerlon Two Fingers. And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the terrace dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger!
Oh, damn it. I forgot I was going to speak to those spectators. Right. Sorry about that. I intended to adjust the decibel level.
You beat me fair and square, stranger. But if I still had the use of my fingers, you wouldn't have won. Back before my injury, I would have mopped the ring up with you.
No one speaks to these guys.
I recognize you. You're that new duelist everyone's talking about. The mysterious stranger. I wish Bendix Starkiller would get back into the fight game. None of these duelists here can measure up to his legend. Gerlon used to be one of the best in the game. Now he's barely better than old Deadeye Duncan. That Twitch is an animal. You couldn't pay me enough to get into the ring with him. I reckon.
So after I won the first match, they usually have 3 direct lines and then repeat it.
Twitch is my favorite. Marl's been around for...
Case in point.
Hey, you're one of the duelists. The one they call the mysterious stranger. Sure, I know you. I saw Bendix Starkiller sitting in the Pazak room. I wish he'd come out of retirement.
Now, if I just feel Deadeye Duncan and talk to him, they'd have the same response, you know, with recognizing me as a mysterious stranger. But they wouldn't be impressed because Deadeye's a lousy artist. Now Gerlon's the second fighter, so he's second highest.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center. Over in this corner, a woman with steel on her bones and ice water in her veins. She's cold and quick as death itself. You know her. You love her. Ice. And in the other corner, a rising star taking that first step into the big leagues. I give you the mysterious stranger.
No, I typically have the same fighting style for the for the opponents for the most part. With Duncan, it's always melee. With Gurlon, it's always blasters. With Ice, it's these. Because she's such a pain in the ass to fight against.
We have a rising star in the mysterious stranger, folks. But how high can this star soar? You'll just have to watch and see.
I've never been one to shy away from the cold, hard truth, so I'll just come right out and say it. I can't compete with the likes of you, stranger. I know when I'm overmatched. You're good. Very good. But you're wrong if you think that means I'm suddenly going to warm up to you. Truth is, I really don't have anything more to say. So you might as well move on.
Pretty impressive, stranger. Ice is no pushover. People are starting to take notice of you. They say you're the best thing to come along since Twitch stepped into the ring. If you're gonna keep climbing the ranks, then I guess I'm next on your hit list, kid. I'm looking forward to it. Goodbye, stranger. Maybe we'll talk again later.
You beat Ice. I've been trying to beat her for years, and you do it just like that. I can't believe how lucky you are. That's right. I said lucky. Lucky to be born with the kind of talent I spent a lifetime trying to build. It isn't fair, I tell you.
Gurlon used to be one of the best in the game. Now he's barely... That Twitch is... I recognize you. You're that new duelist everyone's talking about. The mysterious stranger. Can I have your auto print, stranger? I'm your biggest fan.
That's nice to have a fan base.
Twitch is my favorite.
Yes.
Marl's been around.
Yes.
Hey, you're one of the duelists. The one they call the mysterious stranger. Sure, I know you. Hey, stranger. I like watching you in the ring. It's enough to get a girl all flushed.
Okay, cut off. I'm going to need you to help me with the restraining order. I'm kidding. Yeah, actually, this reminds me of something else. So, have you guys ever done something and realized later on that the thing you've been doing, like say in the video game, is canon? Well, that's how I felt with this. Because this face is what I've used for the character. And if you've played the series before, you know who he is. This is canon to him. Like, they used this face as his actual face in the series. There's other stuff I'll get into that later.
Where did you get those clothes? A trash compactor in the lower city? And where are those drinks we ordered?
Sorry, I'm not the waiter.
Careful what you say. I get the feeling this spoiled brat could cause us more trouble than she's worth.
Why is the help here so incompetent? One word from Daddy and I could get you fired.
I'm sorry, don't get upset. I'll go get that drink.
That's better. Now, hurry up with our order.
And here are your drinks, Miss Lavin. I apologize for the delay.
I apologize you have to serve this person.
Are you our waiter? Ghana's buying tonight. Talk to her to get my order.
Okay, so that's if you've seen anything that ever existed, you'd recognize that voice instantly. That is, actually, I'm pretty sure. That is Grey Griffin, credited here as Grey Delisle. She is, in my opinion, one of the 3 most used voice actors. Well, not most used so much as one of the 3 voice actors that you'll hear in everything that exists. There's 3 of them that I've heard in almost every series that I've developed. It's her, it's Yuri Lowenthal, and it's Jennifer Hale. I've said this multiple times, and I'm probably going to keep saying it because it's so much.
This Teresian ale is fantastic. We should have conquered this planet ages ago.
Another thing you can tell if it's her or not. To be honest, you can actually tell if it's
No hard feelings, my good man, but I can't really talk with you right now. It's difficult enough to draw the interest of the ladies in this establishment as it is. Surely you understand what I'm talking about. I'd guess you've experienced many lonely evenings, something I'm hoping to avoid tonight.
So this guy's either a creep or he's just deluded. I can't really get much from him because he's the male version of the next person to speak to me.
Hi there. I haven't seen you around before. Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time off.
I think this is also from the Sith military base? Yeah, look like
I'm off duty right now, so I'm not in uniform. My name is Sana, junior officer, first class with the Sith Occupation Force.
Nice to meet you, Sana. Touch him so.
I'm actually a little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Taris can't stand us Sith. It can make this job pretty lonely.
Now I can go with this, or I can go with the easy option with this.
It's true, but people don't appreciate what we've done for them. We could have slapped a curfew on this whole planet, but we didn't. You know, it's like everyone on this backwater planet is in a permanent bad mood. Don't they know we have to make the best of things? Exactly, it's all about attitude. I didn't ask to be assigned to this backwater planet, but I try to make the best of it. It's pretty easy to get depressed on an assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up.
Sorry, I made a mistake. A second. Must be tough station that I started.
That's true. It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff. It's pretty lonely up at the military base. I have to get going soon. I've got a shift at the military base, but some of us junior Sith officers are having a party tonight to blow off some steam. I'd really like to see you again. Why don't you drop by the party? I'll show you where it is on your map.
Sounds good.
Don't be late. We're starting right after our shifts end. Most of us won't even be going back to the base to lock up our uniforms. I look forward to seeing you there.
No, that is something to keep in mind.
Leave me alone. I'm not giving out any autoprints to my fans today. What? You don't recognize me? I'm Bendik Starkiller, the most famous blaster slinger on Taris. Over 100 duels without a loss. Every one of them a death match. I'm retired now. Once death matches became illegal, I just got bored with the game. I got no interest in using stun blasters. There was nobody left to challenge me anyway. I've seen you in the dueling ring, but you haven't impressed me. Now, if you could beat all these other pretenders, that might get my attention.
Let's ask you some questions.
Since I'm not going to answer them, you'd just be wasting your breath. So, move along before people see us talking and think I'm signing autoprints today. I don't want to be mobbed. Off with you then. I'm done with this conversation anyway.
Right. So, Bendak is actually wearing armor that's for the Republic. Probably shouldn't be walking around with because of the Mandalorian rules.
Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. Finest selection of supplies in all of Terrace. You interested in seeing what I have in stock? Because of the Sith quarantine, I haven't been able to stock any new inventory, but I've still got some nice items you might be interested in.
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you are welcome here. I'll not have it said that Zelka Forn refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Terrace. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the Rakghoul disease, of course. The terrible affliction has plagued Terrace for many generations. It is spread by the Rakghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Terrace's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into Rakghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others. There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Terrace were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the Rakghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Terrace forever. I don't see how that's going to happen.
Maybe I can find a way to get my hands.
I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a Rakghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over, and nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity.
Zelka, I'll get this serum for you.
Please, don't say that. If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting you start attacking their patrols. They could shut me down. I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get me the serum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
I want to ask you some questions.
I am quite busy maintaining the facility, but I suppose I could spare a bit of time to answer some questions. What would you like to know?
Sorry about that noise in the background. How do you feel about the Sith?
I know enough to be scared of them. I've heard about the brutality of the Sith. I know what they do to the planets they conquer. So far, all they've done is ask me some general questions, but I'm afraid they might one day decide to shut this facility down simply out of evil spite. I guess there's not much I can do about the Sith, except hope that the Republic finds a way to stop their conquest of the entire galaxy.
Rest assured that's
I am quite...
Do you know anything about the Republic skateboards that crashed?
Republic escape pods? No. Why would you ask me that? I don't know. Those pods crashed in the Undercity. I'm not involved in any way.
You seem awfully defensive about this.
I'm not defensive. I just don't like being accused of knowing something about those Republic pods. This is as bad as an interrogation by the Sith.
I'm not with the Sith. I will betray you, Sith.
Well, you don't look like you're with the Sith. I guess I can tell you my secret. Or rather, I can show you. Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that, you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
Thank you for keeping my secret. I only wish there was more I could do, but medical science has only come so far. I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
I keep forgetting that I'm using a Switch. I'm not using my computer. Look. It's me.
Psst, you there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the Rakghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear.
I'm not interested.
Now, don't be an idiot. Just listen to me for 1 minute, and you won't be sorry. Davik Kang wants the cure, and you'd be smart to give it to him.
Davik Kang? Who's that?
Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is. He's the big boss around here. Gambling, smuggling, extortion. He's got a piece of all the action on Taris.
You mean Davik's quite...
I prefer to think of him as a role model. He started with nothing, and now he's got it all. Credits, power, women. It's the Tarisian dream, right?
Why does Davik want the cure so badly?
Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away.
Where can I find Davik who wants to give me the cure?
Davik isn't the kind of guy you can just walk up to, you know. He likes to keep his business at arm's length. The best thing to do is to take the Rakghoul serum to Zax. He runs the Lower City Bounty Office, but everyone knows he also works for Davik. He'll make it worth your while.
Why do you care? Because he was so
Look, Zelka can't afford to pay me much. If you sell the serum to Davik, I can probably get a nice finder's fee for directing you to him.
What if I tell Zelka you're helping him down get the cure?
I'll just deny it. Who's Zelka gonna believe? Me or some off-world stranger? And be smart about this. You'll get a better deal selling to Davik.
I think I'd rather get the serum to Zelka. He used to help you.
Helping people is all well and good, but you have to help yourself first, right? I'm telling you, Davik will pay big credits for the cure. More than Zelka could ever afford.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the Rakghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the Lower City Bounty Office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
There's the money going.
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry,
You're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No! Help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
This one and then...
Thank you. I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead. You already helped me by saving me from those bounty hunters, so unless you have a spare 100 credits to give me so I can pay off Davik, there's nothing else you can do.
There's 100 credits.
Give me 100 credits? Just like that? I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you.
You're giving him 100 credits? Generous.
Now I can pay off Davik. You've saved my life. Thank you. I'd better take these credits to him right away.
Now, as you can see, my alignment has increased. I'm going to get this way. And, unfortunately, I'm kind of struggling to stay awake right now, and I feel like I'm going to fall asleep during the stream, so I'm just going to, do this. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that it wasn't capturing the game audio again. Okay, so... Sorry I couldn't really do this on the day that I wanted to, but fortunately I was able to get it done. Okay. I'm getting distracted again. Anyways, sorry I had to cut the stream a little bit short here, but you know, fatigue was taking over, so I had to move on. Thanks so much for watching. I do hope you appreciated this video. You can like, you can comment, you can share this video if you want. You can subscribe to my channel or search my channel to find more videos like this. And talk about 2 more gameplays, vlogs, songs, things like that. If you have any questions, comment below. If you have any suggestions for videos, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, or Discord, FoxyGamer39618. And yeah. Anyways, that's all I got. Thanks so much. This is Jasper Fox signing out. Cheers and stay foxy.